absolutely going to fall in love with this beautiful Toll Brothers right here in Treviso. From the double staircase to the high ceilings, the amount of exposed beams that you have in here will knock your socks off. And you want to stay tuned for the beautiful primary bedroom. Without further ado, let's take a look. All right, Rankin family, welcome back to another beautiful property tour. Today, I have a special treat for you folks. We are in Leander, Texas, in Treviso, looking at this beautiful Toll Brothers property. They never miss, and you know that, especially if you're a long-term viewer on the channel. So we do have the Rollinghill floor plan. This is the modern farmhouse. You're really going to see that from the exterior. I mean, just look at the views inside of this community. Absolutely stunning. Now, on the exterior, we do have this beautiful stucco. You also have the natural stone, which I absolutely love. You do have this little courtyard area that you can utilize. Of course, it is optional, but really that's the sales office, and it would be converted into the garage. Now, I do love that we have this covered front porch, absolutely stunning. Add some chairs. The natural stone continues on the lower exterior, and then you have stucco all around. Now, we do have the double doors, but let's go ahead and get you inside so that way you can see the grand foyer. Wow, absolutely stunning. So look at the exposed beams that continues from the foyer all the way to the great room. You have this double staircase, which everyone absolutely loves. Now let's take a look in the right so we can see our formal dining room. Extremely spacious inside. Look at this. You have this 8-seater dining table, easily fitting maybe a 10-seater if that's what you want to partake in. If you notice on top, you have the exposed beams, but you also have tray ceilings with recessed lighting that continues. I love this accent wall. The accent wall continues all the way throughout the property. Now, you do have these large picture frame windows with the window grids inside. If you want to opt for without the window grids, you can certainly do so. But let's go ahead and continue along. Let's go look at our study. Absolutely humongous. Look at this. We have almost like a 2-story study as far as the ceiling is concerned. You do have the large clear story windows. Again, floor to ceiling windows, extremely spacious. Folks love the amount of space that this has to provide. I mean, obviously you could opt for 4 to 5 bedrooms, 4 to 5 bathrooms. You have a half bath in here, 3-car garage, and over 4,900 square feet. Absolutely perfect. Just look at the front of the house itself. Now, some folks may opt for the accent wall that continues in the foyer. You can use it or just utilize it as a bare wall if that's something that you want to partake in. But really, the possibilities are endless. Toll Brothers has a ton of models that really can accommodate any size family, from a large family to a smaller size family. You have options. So right here, you have your nice little wine cellar that you can utilize. Of course, like how we always talk about, if you're a wine drinker, you can go ahead and use this. If not, just use it for showcase purposes. And then let's look in our closet. So the closet continues all along throughout the bottom of the staircase. Have some additional storage over here if you wanted to utilize that. But really, the possibilities are endless, certainly. Now, going into our great room, we have this oversized wagon wheel chandelier with our clear story windows. The sliders opens the entire way, which folks love. But you also have sliders inside of our breakfast nook. So I love that. Use that as a breakfast nook or, an informal dining room if that's what you wanted to utilize. But look at that. Absolutely stunning. Can you really get much better than this? We have our wood flooring again, but look, if you look over to the right of the fireplace, you have this nice built-in. Wow, love it. It looks like they just positioned it there, but it's actually completely built in, very unique, very subtle. You have a floor-to-ceiling fireplace, which is absolutely unique. You can look straight ahead and you see your powder bath, so that way your guests can enter inside and they really don't have to go throughout the property. The one thing I love about this particular plan is the formal dining room connects to the kitchen. We've seen a plan not too long ago that had a essentially cut off, so you had to go all the way around, and I know folks really did not like that whatsoever. Now look at our oversized island that we have. We have our wooden range hood. We don't have stack cabinets on top, but that certainly is an option if you wanted to utilize that. And look at this, stainless steel appliances, oversized oven. Wow. Look at our marble as far as the backsplash is concerned. You have the two-tone material with our stainless steel refrigerator. Wow. Extremely spacious. I know we're getting ahead of ourselves, but even looking at the covered backyard patio, plenty of space. Now, you know, Toll Brothers, they really do have the glass panes as far as the doors are concerned. So, you know, sometimes when you go into the closet, you have the glass pane as well as the pantry itself. But look at this, extremely open, really perfect for entertaining guests. I know some folks really wouldn't want the support beam right here, but you need to utilize that, especially supporting the entire property. But let's go ahead and continue along. Let's go to our first bedroom. This is not going to be the main bedroom, but it certainly has some nice features to it. So, wow, look at this. Extremely spacious. This one does have a full-size bathroom attached to it. You have these wooden accents that are built in again. And like I always mention, this is a model house. So really just to show you what is possible inside of a home. Sometimes you may want to add, sometimes you may want to subtract, and sometimes you may not even want this floor plan altogether. You may want something similar. So if that is the case, of course, reach out so we can find out your options, see what makes the most sense for you. But even just driving in this neighborhood, the amount of hills, the scenery, that's why a lot of folks are moving to Leander and the Liberty Hills in Georgetown. It's just really because of the scenery, right? And Austin in general, folks are moving to Austin. They really love the way it's situated, the way it's set up. If you talk to anybody that's born and raised in Austin, they have nothing but good things to say. And it's kind of hard to say that about other cities because some folks can tell you a laundry list of reasons why they don't like their hometown, right? So love that. So you can enter here. You can obviously add the pocket doors if that's something you wanted to partake in. Now, continuing along, you do have also this little coffee bar that you can utilize. You can use this as a coffee bar or maybe a working kitchen. You don't have a sink inside, but you can easily add some dishes if that's something you want to keep it presentable, like I always mention. So perfect. And then also you can have your Keurig over here if you wanted to utilize that as well. So right here, you have your utility room, full size with all our built-in cabinetry, oversized quartz countertops. Look at this, oversized washer and dryer, plenty of space. You have counter space over here to go ahead and utilize that. You can add a deep freezer over here. Obviously, we have a refrigerator, so you can keep that how it is. Straight ahead, there will be the garage, but you do have a mudroom combination with the hooks, with all the built-ins again, and then you have a closet over here as well. So I love that it's sectioned off. I know some folks really like the utility room to be connected to the primary. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Would you prefer it connect or are you okay with it being separate? So right here is our powder bath that we had seen earlier. You have your mirror frames inside. The wood flooring continues again. I know we got our toilet seat up. I know some folks don't really like that. But look at this. Absolutely stunning. You have your cathedral-like ceilings, tall ceilings that continues, recessed lighting, beautiful shiplap on the back of the wall. Look at that. That's a king-size bed, folks. And look how much room you have over here. You could add an extra chair if you wanted to. Look at your scenery. Just look at that. Can you really get much better than that? I know we don't have that, you know, in Houston as much as far as the hills are concerned. Maybe up north a little bit, but nothing like this at all whatsoever. But you notice you do have your quick access door to go ahead and go to your backyard, but just look at the beautiful chandeliers. It's so huge they could put two inside of here. But look at that. Can you even get much better than that? I don't think so. And you know, quite frankly, that's what I really try to do. I try to bring you folks better and better homes. It's kind of hard to one up the next one, but we're trying. So going into our ensuite, you do have the herringbone style tile on our floor. We have our his and her sink, oversized, deep soaking tub. You got 2 windows on both sides to go ahead and let in more natural light. Right to the right, you have a storage closet for your linens, towels, things of that nature. And Toll Brothers, they just do a fantastic job, even just from the details, such as their rags and such as their towels. It has that toll on there, that trademark. Now, right here, I know some folks would probably prefer just one large glass mirror. I'd love to hear your thoughts on that. And real quick, folks, if you are a returning viewer, welcome back. Always appreciate the continued support. And if this is your first time to the channel, my name is Marcus Rankin. I am a Texas realtor. I get calls, texts, and emails every single week from folks looking to make a move. So if you're in that bucket now or in the future, don't hesitate to reach out and consider hitting that subscribe button. I'd love for you to become a part of the Rankin family. And that way you don't miss a video every single week. Now, this is an oversized tub, or a walk-in shower rather. You do have your shower bench over here. You really don't have to worry about as far as the spillage, because this is a 0 threshold one. You have that little lip to go ahead and catch that. You have a full-size bathroom. Now, this obviously this is a model house. You would have a door for your own personal privacy. And this is going to be your full-size walk-in closet. So there are some modifications if you want to go ahead and add some more square footage to this. If you notice, if you look online, you'll see a plus at the end of the square footage. And what that means is you can add more square footage. So if you need some more space inside of the primary closet, the bedrooms, upstairs, downstairs, of course, like I said, reach out to a local expert. And quite frankly, it doesn't it doesn't have to be me. I prefer it to be us, but if not, no harm, no foul, as long as you're taken care of, quite frankly. But plenty of space. We'll go ahead and get to the backyard at the end. I really want to make sure that you see the entire property itself so we don't miss anything. But if you can imagine coming out on a Saturday morning, being able to walk through, see your double staircase, I don't think you would ever get mad that you bought this home. Now, we do have our stained wood flooring going up the stairs. We have our iron rods, our iron railings rather, that continues. Before we go ahead and look at the entire second floor, let's go ahead and look over our foyer first. So that would be our complete foyer, grand staircase, and then overlooking our great room. Look at that. Now, it's funny because people or folks that were buying houses back in the 1960s and 50s, if they could time travel, or hopefully they're still alive, but they could see the house structure these days and the technology, they would be blown away. Look at our oversized great room, or game room rather. Look at this. Yeah, 3 TVs. That's how much space you have in here. They're like 48-inch TVs, but perfect for a pool table, ping pong table, like I always mention. That's one of the most common things that folks utilize in their game room. Now, if you notice, you do have a game room, media room combination. So this is unique right here. So usually we have the glass pane, we have the privacy glass, and that one's locked. So should be storage, but I'll verify. I'll make sure to add the floor plan to the end of the video. So stay tuned for that. But look at our media room. So a decent amount of space inside. You have your accents that continues, our wood accents, tray ceilings. On the top, you have the LED lighting in the lip of the tray ceilings, recessed lighting that continues inside of here. So really, recessed lighting continues throughout the property. Most times if we see recessed lighting, hopefully they continue throughout the property, because it really just keeps that uniformity, which everyone loves. But you have enough room for an oversized L-shaped couch if you wanted to add that. You add some bean bags, sitting chair over here, or maybe a popcorn machine. That would look really good. I'm gonna be honest with you. But you do have an LED lighting fixture as well. Right here, you could have the glass pane door to go ahead and separate that closet. Now let's go to our next bedroom. I'll make sure to show the bathroom as well. So we have a wood accent wall. Look at this. Have you seen a secondary bedroom as big as this? This is a queen bed, but you could fit a king bed comfortably. Oversized dresser, 2 oversized dressers if you didn't want to have this desk, and you certainly would have plenty of room. And really, Toll Brothers is literally the most preferred builder that folks that are reaching out. I mean, Toll Brothers is like in a stratosphere of its own. And I'm pretty sure you can see that if you've seen any other Toll Brothers models. And if you haven't, I encourage you to go ahead and look through the archives, look through some of the older videos that we have. We've done plenty of Toll Brothers, and you can see different floor plans, compare and contrast. Some are smaller, some are bigger. I think the best one that we've seen or that folks absolutely love was one that was north of Dallas. It has two garage bays on both sides, a two garage bay on the left and a two garage bay on the right. But, you know, we have our oversized countertops with our large slab as far as the quartz is concerned. We have our mirror frame again. We have our stainless steel lighting fixtures, wood cabinetry with our black hardware, hexagon tile flooring. So stunning. And this has been one of the most popular communities as far as Leander. I mean, it's being built out. There's a new phase coming, which is nice. But really, you know, it's first come, first serve. There's a couple that are built right now. Not this particular plan as of yet, but similar in nature. So you can partake in that if that's something you want to take advantage of. Like I said, I encourage you to reach out as fast as possible just so you can find out what is available and depending on your time frame. But look at this, queen size bed again, a desk, oversized nightstand, dresser, a chair, an ottoman right there. And you still have plenty of space. But I got a comment recently that they said shiplap was out. So I'd love to hear your thoughts. Do you feel like shiplap is out of style now? Would they replace it with something different, a different type of accent? I'd love to hear your thoughts. But getting a full-size shower tub combo, loving it. But really, I mean, quite frankly, like I always say, if it's something where you want to have that nice scenery, that's what a lot of folks love about going certain places. You know, what is my views going to be like? Really, well, quite frankly, the main concern is what is the community like? That's always the first concern as far as, hey, what are the amenities inside the community? What is the future plans for coming communities, et cetera, et cetera. So that's really the most requested. And then aside from that, it's, you know, which are the best builders? Is it Toll Brothers? Is it Taylor Morrison? Is it, you know, Perry Homes, Coventry Homes? That's really the main concern. And that's what I always say. It makes sense for you to contact a local expert, unless you're buying and selling real estate, you know, every other day, or you may have a cousin or a brother. I mean, I always say, if you throw a rock, you're probably going to hit 3 realtors because we're everywhere. There's not really much barrier to getting a license. Really, it comes down to who's active. Is someone part-time? Is someone full-time? Do they do it often? Do they specialize in the community? Do they know? Do they have sales in the community? Etc. So that's really what you want, because this is a purchase for most folks. They're going to be inside of this home for 10, 15, 20 years, and you don't want to make a bad decision. But look at our covered backyard patio extension. This is the dream backyard. I mean, have you seen a backyard as good as this? Now, look at this. It extends all the way over here. We have tile flooring for our extended covered backyard patio. Look at this. Wow. Plenty of space. Now, of course, right here, you would have some more patio equipment if you wanted to utilize that. But look, you have this infinity edge pool that looks extremely nice. It's like a waterfall edge, actually. But look at this. It's not the biggest, but of course, like I said, this is a model house. So, as you can see next door, they're finishing that up to go ahead and have that as a model house too. But you have your nice sitting area, perfect for a cozy night. I mean, now we're getting to the summertime, so it's getting a little hot. I'm starting to feel it. But we have our built-in grill that continues along here. Now, I'd really love to hear your thoughts. Would you prefer the built-in grill and the sink to be over here where you have a little bit more shade, or are you okay with it being separate? I know a lot of folks would like to keep it separate so that way you don't have a ton of smoke inside. of your covered backyard patio and really just kind of keep it separate. But look at that. Now, this community right next door, you have Taylor Morrison as well. But this is a gorgeous Toll Brothers. Look at this. If you can imagine just hanging out here, we'll sit down together. Sit down real quick. This would be your view every single day. Can you imagine that? Overlooking over there. Of course, those homes that are already built out way on top, they have, a great view too. You really can't complain about that. But if you wanted to go ahead and cook some steaks, some hot dogs, burgers, just depending on what your section is. But you have this green space again right here, nature right there, so you don't have to worry about overlooking your neighbors and your neighbors peeping what you're doing every day. But look at that. And I love this waterfall edge. Continues right here, and it has a nice sound relaxation. If you move here, you're probably going to want to work from home. That way you can enjoy this home more often. Hopefully you love your family a lot, so you don't have to worry about being around them too much. But other than that, folks, that was the beautiful Toll Brothers property. All right, Reagan family, that was the beautiful Toll Brothers homes right here in Treviso. Let me know in the comments what you folks thought about it. If you want more information about this plan or any plan that I showcase, no matter what builder it is, reach out to the information below, book a call so we can find out how we can help you. Consider hitting that subscribe button, and I'll see you folks on the next property tour.